friendly neighborhood pipe smokers. Cactus Piper here, coming to you on a balmy 86-degree day, the 10th of November. These are the days that we live in the Southwest for. You may be able to tell by the ruckus that Lola is back to her ball catching self. Fully recovered from her dental procedure. Again, I think it was some reaction to the anesthetic. She did not like that. She took some meds beforehand too that relaxed her, and maybe it was a combination of all of those things. But the dentist said, "Oh yeah, bring her back in a couple of years for a checkup," and they have to put them back under for that. I said no. That was a one and done type of thing for her. That's not going to happen again. Issue number 2, Lola's chasing the mail back and forth. Issue number 2 for today, all the giveaway packages are in the mail. They should be received by midweek. If you don't get them by midweek or end of the week, feel free to drop me an email. I get tracking numbers and everything. I can look those up. Lola doesn't like the mailman. Do you, girl? Point number 3 for today. Week 2 of the Cobvember challenge for 209 Piper Johnny. Smoking some Go With and Hogarth vintage Bird's Eye Flake and the Missouri Meerschaum Mockingbird. I did change out the stem on this one. I put a different Forever stem on that. I thought it matched the color change on the Mockingbird a little better. Other point of business, thank you, Sal Dog Piper. I got my lucky number 31 in the mail this week as well. Appreciate that, sir. You may notice that I have some ink in my hands. Had a pen explode on me today. Not exactly sure what caused that, but I'm sure that'll come off in a few days. Lola, bring me the ball. Right here. Come here. Let's show everyone your jumps. Over. 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 Good girl. She loves that hurdle thing. And last but not least, if you haven't gotten your YTPC shirt from Joe and Tell off of Etsy, they come in a variety of colors. I think Johnny had the red one on one of his videos the other day. These are pretty sharp. They're nice shirts. This is a 2XL, pretty generous size. It says, proud member of the YTPC YouTube pipe community. I think it'll last a while. It's a good screen print on there. So if you're hesitant, it's got the Cactus Piper stamp of approval. Run yourself out and get one. I think did a little yard work yesterday. I had my first day off, and I've mentioned before, I have 2 jobs. Monday through Friday, I have my main job, and then I have a part-time job that I work weekends, and then 3 to 4 nights a week at. So between the 2 of those, I pretty much never have a full day off. So I actually requested yesterday off from the grocery store so I could get some stuff done around here. I had to trim this Palo Verde here in the back. It was getting a little bit out of hand. I do have gutters on this house, even though we don't get a ton of rain down here. It just helps kind of divert the rain away from the foundations of the house for when we do get those torrential downpours, which we do get once in a while. And I'd mentioned before that I had that giant pine tree in this area that I got removed. And I was always having to clean out the gutters because the pine needles, because the tree was dying, so it was just dumping a ton of pine needles. And they would always go on the roof and then into the gutter. And then it would build up, and then the gutters would get clogged and they wouldn't work. So I've been so busy, I probably haven't been able to do it in the last, I would say, year and a half maybe, because I've been so busy. But with my day off yesterday, got the ladder, started cleaning that thing off. Man, there were some of the spots, the gutters were all the way up to the very top with pine needles. So if you got gutters, make sure you're cleaning them out if you don't have that like leaf guard thing on there or whatever. I filled up 3 trash bags with debris from the gutters. It was kind of gross. And then I passed out on the couch for a nap. So that was my exciting Sunday, but it was kind of nice to be able to relax and not have to work for once. So I'm digging this vintage bird's eye flake. And that's not, I guess it's more of a ribbon. It's not really a flake. Dark vintage. What is not bullseye? Dark vintage bird's eye flake. Dark vintage bullseye. Whatever it is. Dark vintage bird's eye ribbon. Something like that. Anyway, it's good. I recommend it. That's all I have for you guys today. I'll be back with week 3 of the Cobb Challenge sooner rather than later. Have a good week. Bye, TPC.